GM, it's 22nd of Feb, 2024, and this is your daily debrief long-form edition. Degen Ape Academy, if you have a Degen Trash Panda, you're now part of that ecosystem of the Degen Ape Academy. This is going to take a few months to go and, transition. However, we wanted to make sure you feel welcome. In the meantime, check out the announcement in DA Discord for more details. So if this relates to you, go for it. There are some whales that have some pandas. One has been selling quite a few, which has pushed down the price. His name's Ryan, and he's a strange one, to be perfectly honest. So I'll leave it with you. I'm more bullish on the collection being in the Academy as opposed to outside of it. It means all the IP is in one place. If you do have opals, then Viking Warlord, 12 available. On Friday, there will be a new auction. I don't know what they'll go for, but you're going to need a decent amount. For a limited time, a free open edition from Degen Ape Academy is available in Magic Eden Wallet. This will be redeemable for 6 more days, and you can just go and download like here. I did do a tweet on it yesterday, just kind of explaining how it all works, and it's here. Now, this is a good wallet to use if you're into NFTs or if you're into Magic Eden, trying to get more diamonds, that sort of thing. However, it's still very, very new. So if you go through it, you're going to notice that it's not as clean as the competition, but it's newer. Also, it doesn't simulate the transactions, so you don't know how much in the way of funds are going to leave your wallet until it actually happens. So this is completely fine for drops like this, but in general, make sure you're using this as a burner wallet, not with a huge amount of SOL in it. And the reason why I talk about Phantom and recommend Phantom is because they do offer the best protection when it comes to avoiding scammers. Of course, you should be watching my other videos. You should be watching my video on wallet management, so having different addresses for different functions, using a burner wallet when you need to do something with a new dApp, as an example, maybe has $5 worth of funds in it. But in general, this wallet is years ahead of the competition. And I know this because in 3 months, your friends are going to start asking you, how do I do this? How do I do this? How do I do this? You're going to be busy in a bull market, and you're going to basically say, watch this video and download this wallet. And if they don't watch all the videos as fast as I would like them to, then they're going to hit one of these scam NFTs and they're going to go down. And even though it's quite obvious to us, they're going to approve a transaction like this and they're going to lose all their USDC or all their SOL or their NFTs. So these kind of warnings are really, really good. They are the best in the industry, but people still miss them. Nevertheless, for new users, Phantom. Later today, 8 p.m. UTC time, Tensor is going to do a hybrid DeFi space. Now, I didn't cover this at the time because I didn't actually know about it. And then when I knew about it, it was gone. It was crazy. But Bozo Hybrid, this had like a floor price of like 500 SOL or something. And it went from like $1 to 40 grand or something insane really, really fast. And I don't understand it. And I don't have time for this necessarily at the moment. But if this interests you, or if you wanted to see where hybrid DeFi could go, these NFTs with more liquidity, then check out this. Gumshoe is bullish on JLP. I am as well, but let's just go through why. So no one's talking about it, JLP, but there are people talking about it, just not as much as Jup. Utility to Jupiter's JLP is coming and you can get an airdrop. Here's how. So how does JLP work? People have asked me about this, but it's very, very simple. Basically, this relates to their perps DEX. So when you're doing trading, fees go into the JLP price. And people can also have almost like an index of funds. So some wrap Bitcoin, ETH, USDC, USDT, and SOL. And it's just an aggregate of the funds in here. And these all have like certain levels that they aim for. SOL being very, very big. And then USDC being very big. And USDT. And you can see the others here. But as the price of all those assets go up, even if there were no trading fees, then the price would go up. So it's kind of like protection in the form of a basket of currencies. But at the same time, 70% of all the fees from the DEX go into JLP. Now, I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm sorry. Adrastea Finance, maybe. They've created a product that allows JLP holders to leverage their LP tokens for a higher APY. I'm just putting this on your radar because I don't fully understand this at all. I couldn't see exactly how it all worked. And this is in the Dead King Society maybe a couple of months ago where they had like a bit of a get-together, a screen share, and I just kind of attended. And they were, I think, just offering like a pre-sale on token or something along those lines, or pre-sale of something, which is normal in the space. However, someone clearly understands it. It's not me yet, but if you understand it or if you're bullish on JLP, then maybe this is something you want to get into. We won't go through everything here, but of course, like it because it's very good. But essentially, it's to try and increase the yield. So they're minting their own USDC. They're minting this from JLP, as far as I'm aware. And they use it to buy more JLP, and it's kind of like leveraging up that JLP. That's my understanding of it from what I kind of worked out a couple months ago. They'll launch Adra, which will likely have an airdrop, potential utility, revenue sharing, governance, LP incentives. I imagine these things will have an airdrop. Like, projects don't want me to talk about airdrops, but then the person that's actually watching the video does. And for the sake of no retweet or whatever, it's just better that I give you the information. The simple reality is an airdrop does bring in more people. Then the tokenomics have to be really good in order to keep them there and to make it sticky. Now, it's not really hard to keep that stickiness there, but it is another, issue in the equation. DeFi utility tokens. Solana does not have many DeFi utility tokens, which means that Adra might ride the narrative when the time comes. They recently also closed a 230k round. I'd recommend following them. Now, their goal was to get 4,000 followers by March or in March, and they're cooking. So join their Discord and just use their DApp as soon as it's live. One, there's the airdrop potential, which of course a lot of people love. But two, like maybe it's something really epic. Maybe it does have major product market fit. Maybe it relates to JLP now, but then it can be used with other tokens in the future, etc. Either way, give them a follow. And then earlier this morning at 6 a.m. my time, they launched this. What could be more important in life than the future of Adrastea and its roadmap? Nothing. Let's dive into our exciting plans. So we'll just go through it quickly again, but this time with their roadmap. In crypto, people like roadmaps. Like the end user likes to have a roadmap, but teams don't necessarily because it puts them on a schedule and normally it takes them longer to achieve these things or they change their mind and the community is unhappy. Nevertheless, it's good to have some sort of indication. March, incentivized beta. This is where you want to get in, of course. Well, actually, you want to get in here. Internal testing, audit starts, public sale and TGE, token generation event, rewards mission start, Adrastea summer, then September to January, new strategies and partnerships. Be early or cry later. So get amongst it. I think I did myself a disservice by not spending enough time to understand it back in November, December, whenever I was hearing about it. It has product market fit for sure. And if the audit's really good, if there are no exploits, and if the team is just delivering a lot, then I would say that this is going to have a lot of utility. Products that leverage the markets, they definitely have product market fit. I'll give you a quick example. Way back before Solana, Ethereum was like $400 or even lower. And I'll just buy a little bit more, and then I put into Aave, and then I'll borrow some USDC, and then I'll buy more ETH, and then deposit it, and I'll just leverage up like that. We can still do the same thing with Solana, and I'll cover that maybe in another video. But something like this can do that a little bit more automatically as far as I'm aware. Now, March, incentivized beta. In the month of March, Adrastea plans to roll out its incentivized beta. Stay tuned for more information on this and how to possibly partake in Adrastea and its beta soon. Alpha, grab a roll on our server ASAP. This is your take-home advice today. Join the server and go and grab a roll. That's all you need to do for now, and then I'll try and get more information and keep you updated. However, if you're into this, put it at one of your top Discords, one that you check into daily. Solft has done a little bit of research in the 5 project candidates to launch with the LFG Launchpad on Jupiter Exchange. Now, this is all subject to like DAO approval. So essentially what happens in the Jup Discord is a channel's made, I believe, for each kind of project to discuss, what their goal is, all that sort of stuff. But then the DAO still has to vote who's going to launch. The thing with these is clearly they all have a token. So go and try them out now for a couple of reasons. One, there may be an airdrop. I don't like to talk about airdrops too much, but there may be an airdrop. And two, you at least know if the product's any good. And if the product is good, then you know if you want to go and buy the token. And in upcoming Meteora tutorials, probably within the next few days they'll be released, I'll show you how you can actually get the token easier than what happened with Jup. So I don't know what all these are. I know what Zeus Network is. D-Bridge is a bridge, like Wormhole. And Sharkify is in the NFT lending space. Sanctum is building an LST future. And UpRock.com, I have no idea. The premier mobile DePIN network fueling the AI future. I'm clearly going to have to cover this because this is right on narrative. Let's just scroll down and see what he says. It's a mobile platform where users earn tokens by sharing their idle internet bandwidth. So it sounds like Grass. And through staking, turning these tokens into real-world perks like flights and airtime minutes, using AI to simplify the process of auto-earning tokens, staking them, and redeeming them for rewards. They aim to merge financial growth with real-life rewards on a platform that's secure and easy to use. So, cool. Worth a follow for sure. By the way, on the subject of Meteora and Jup by extension, Yesterday, there was the Jup ecosystem call. I believe these are going to happen every week. I could be mistaken on that, but every week, I think. It was good. Now, the summary for those that didn't manage to watch it, I imagine there's going to be a couple of tweets out there, by the way. So go and find one. I'm sure it'll be retweeted by Jupiter. But basically, all I can really say is there's a team that's going through all the tokens, making sure that they're on the allow list, strict list, and also working towards these launches for the LFG Launchpad. I think that, to be perfectly honest and to be really relaxed about this take, that Jup will become the biggest DAO in all of crypto. It will be the most active, it will have millions of people, and it will be the most successful. Will that translate into Jup price going up? Probably. Not financial advice, but probably Jup's going to go and pass Uniswap within 2 years. That will just be a fair assessment because there's a lot more people rallying around it. Now, a really smart thing with Jup is the fact that I believe people are going to be connected to Jup a lot better by the DAO being so active. And I think I should make a separate video on this. So I'll do that and I'll go through my theory. Now, the same thing is going to happen with Meteora. They are a separate team, but they share the same co-founders, etc. And they're going to win. They're just going to win. So as an example, if you see something that needs to be done, then try and help them out. One, I imagine you'll get more MET rewards in the future. And two, you're building something that needs a place in crypto. I've got tutorials on Orca and Radium, and they have their use case, but Meteora is so much better than them all. And Meteora with Camino, this is something that you should definitely look into. Upcoming donation snapshots with DRiP, get amongst DRiP. That's all I'm going to say. DRiP has so much value. Get your new friends into DRiP. Gaimin, breaking news here. So Gaimin is an NFT collection on Solana. Price has been going a little bit higher recently, and they're all in the AI space. I mention it all the time, so I probably won't mention it again right now with detail, but that part with Movement Labs and BNB Chain collaborating to create the fastest gaming blockchain in the world. Now, I'm very bullish on this. I'm very bullish on people trying to scale. I don't think that this is going to be more successful than Solana as a blockchain, but I do think it's good to have collections on one chain, tokens on another. It's fine. Like, you can't be a maxi in crypto. However, I don't actually know about Movement Labs, but if they're able to make a layer 2 that really scales and it's really, really fast and works with BNB Chain, then that's really good because BNB Chain in a bull market has an insane amount of users. And so if there's a lot of gaming products that are coming out on Movement Labs chain, then this is a winner. Either way, Gaimin, they're making stuff happen. It's all about the token though, and hopefully that token details on its release come out soon. Hivemapper, mapping should be easy, no messing with an app, no waiting for uploads, just drive and earn. It's that simple. Reserve yours today and get the best pricing and rewards on the ultimate mapping miner. So I imagine that there's going to be a little bit of a delay in getting these, maybe a couple of months. Let's see if we can work it out. Pre-order now. How long will the rapid, when does it ship? Q3 2024. So if you wanted something like this, you'll need to get amongst it. I won't be buying this because I just don't drive enough. But in my opinion, if you're driving a fair amount, then you should get this. The only thing I would just mention is you need to make sure that dash cams are legal in your country. I don't know why, but I don't think they're legal in Portugal. Like it's an invasion of privacy or something along those lines. I've only seen one time in an Uber, whereas in Australia, they're in every single Uber. Oh, hey, if you're an Uber driver, you should grab one of these. That would be very good. This next part is not really Solana news. However, Portal, I believe, will be on Solana as well as other blockchains, I think. And, they're currently going through a whole lot of hype. Been on a whole lot of hype for quite some time. Stake your BNB and your FDUSD over the next 7 days to earn Portal. This is not necessarily going to be worth anything whatsoever. You could probably have $10,000 worth of BNB and you make an allocation of $50 worth of Portal. But if you're on Binance, if you've got any of this, give it a go. PepperDex is something you need to have a look at. I have not played with it, and they have a token that's coming out, and they're only at 1,776 followers. So right now, the goal is go and join their Discord. They have a quiz going, and with that quiz, you can get beta access. Also, it says points are the ketchup of crypto, bland, boring, and used on everything. I love ketchup. OPEP is sriracha sauce in the world of ketchup. Well, I do love sriracha sauce as well. So the PepperDex closed beta offers plenty of real rewards of 3 different streams: volume, feedback, and weekly lottery. So give it a go. By the way, Asset Dash's new collection is Elements, and any Vanta is basically going to be turned into Elements, their PFP collection. It's live on Tensor, And this is the first collection to be minted on the WNS standard. So this is the same standard from WenCoin. Also, keep in mind that you can now see these in Phantom because it is a different standard. However, at the moment, you cannot actually transfer it. So transfer is coming next week. If you want to transfer it in the meantime, you can normally go to Magic Eden or Tensor and use their transfer tool. And this is a public service announcement. There's a new hack going around where they don't just drain you, they swap ownership of your wallet at the program level. This has been going on for a little bit of time. It's a more skilled take, and this is one reason why I suggest using Phantom. It's going to tell you that this is going to happen. By the way, anyone that finds a website, please let me know so that I can go and use it with a burner and show everyone what happens. Because every time I try to use them, find these bad links, as soon as I get there, the website's been taken down. But it starts the same way. It relies on phishing. So don't click on anything that you know is not legitimate. Go back to Twitter. And worst case scenario, go and ask someone that's quite familiar. Like I'd prefer to be tagged. Maybe I reply quickly, maybe I don't on Twitter. Then someone just go and Degen to something. Or if you're going to Degen to something, probably the better take is watch my video on using a burner wallet. Have $5 worth of crypto, 3 different tokens, a little bit of Sol, whatever, all valueless, even some rubbish NFT. Then go to a new dApp and then connect it. If you want, still not my suggestion, but if you think there could be something up with it, see if it pulls all those funds. If it does, you know it's a scam site. So what it's doing is, yes, it drains you, right? But now what it's doing is it's taking the delegation authority and it's moving it to the scammers. Now, this was always going to happen because this technology has existed for quite some time. And this basically means that in the future, you can be sent tokens in and you can think that everything's all good. But at any time, they can just take them out and you don't have authority to take them out. So you're basically screwed. Now, is all lost? No. Solandy's built a tool. This could work some of the times. However, if the scammer is really, really brilliant, this tool will not work. Finally, Solana Crossroads. Get your ticket now. It's very, very reasonable. And the early bird is going to end in 6 days. So this is happening in Istanbul in Turkey. I've never been there, but I've connected with some people that live there. And I'm going to give you all the information in another video so that you know where to stay, what the area is like, what the currency is, all this normal stuff that if you're on a crypto Twitter all the time, or if you're hustling a real job and on crypto or whatever, and you want to attend one of these, you don't necessarily have the time to go and do a whole lot of research. So I'll be there, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. Now, it's not foundation run, it's community run. It's been put on by Step Finance, and it has, in my opinion, probably more potential because there's not any hacker houses. So you can still have devs go there, but it's basically whoever's going to go there, it's going to be more about networking and less about hacker houses, even though Breakpoint is both. I mean, both are going to grow, but Breakpoint isn't happening until September, and it's in Singapore, and this is in Istanbul, a culturally rich place, and it'd be worth a short holiday and attending the conference. So make sure you go and grab your tickets. That's all for today. Stay curious, and we'll catch you in the next video.